Hello. Hey everybody, welcome back to the stream once again. Hi. It is our next musical day, and we are, of course, reacting to Cabaret. I don't know how to pronounce it still. Please, somebody help me. I don't know how to pronounce it at all. Let me make sure everything is set up. Yep. Everything is good. Wonderful. You'll love to see it. Alright. I'll give people a little bit of a couple minutes to pop in before we start the reaction. In the meantime, how have you guys been? What's been happening? How you guys doing? I have been reading a lot of fanfic, to be honest with you. I've been making some, but in a more productive sense, I've actually been making a decent amount of progress on my game that I've been making for like almost a year now. Actually, wait, it's November 20. It's been a year. It's actually been exactly 1 year since I've started working on this game. Wow. I'm not super happy with the progress I've made in it, to be honest. I was hoping to have like 5 levels done by now. As it is, I think I might be able to finish the first level like by December. If I do, I'll like post it as like a demo, free demo. If you join the Discord, you can play it, or I don't know, my Patreon. It'll probably be like for free up there. But yeah, that's mostly what I've been up to. The chat is functional, just making sure. But yeah, that's been me. If anyone else has something to say, if not, I'll just keep yapping. Don't worry. So I've continued to read a fic of what. It's kind of a weird one, but I've been really enjoying it. It's like G.I. Joe in Warhammer 40k. It's kind of complicated, but it's been very fun. I think it's like a quest, which is like a thing where the readers vote on what's gonna like a character will do next and stuff. But I only read the story version of it because it's very long. It's also because the quest version is on like a site called Fiction Live, and I'd just rather stay on the main site where I can read the story. Sorry. I like the music. It's been very enjoyable. Alright, we got a decent number of people here. So, I guess we'll just start. Let me close that, turn off that music, and let us get into our reaction of Cabaret. I looked up a little explanation of what this musical was. It is not at all what I expected it to be. I didn't think this was going to be a World War like II thing. So yeah. Oh, right. I was like thinking like, wait, there's something else I have to say. Check out the original. It's down in the description. You can support it, your comment, like on their stuff or my stuff. I would appreciate it as well. Or follow or all those kind of stuff. That's all right. Blah, blah, blah. Reaction. Oh. The video is playing. It's just nothing right now. Oh, there you go. Alan Cumming. The video title says Feet Alan Cumming, so I assume he's famous somehow. Damn, those are a lot of names. Cabaret. I know that's not how you drum. That's Doing it this way gets you very tired. I think. Oh. Hi. Please stop gesturing at me like that.
Willkommen, bienvenue, welcome.
Welcome.
Fremder, étranger, stranger. Glücklich zu sehen, je suis enchanté. Happy to see you. Bleib, reste, stay.
Happy. Quote unquote. I'll be honest. For a second, I was like, "Wait a second, they're not speaking English," but it makes sense. This is based off the setting, right? It's like Europe.
Willkommen, bienvenue, welcome.
Welcome.
Im Cabaret, au Cabaret, du Cabaret. Meine Damen und Herren, Mesdames et Messieurs, Ladies and Gentlemen. Good Abend, bonsoir, good evening. Wie
Good
geht's?
evening to you.
Comment ça va? Do you feel good? I bet you do. Ich bin euer
You mean by
Compère,
that?
je suis votre compère. I am your host. Und sage willkommen.
What was your name? I'm sorry, you distracted me.
Bienvenue, welcome. Im Cabaret, au Cabaret.
I looked up what cabaret means because I genuinely I probably should have done this before. A cabaret is an entertainment held in a nightclub or restaurant while audience eat or drink at tables. Oh, it's like a performance. Also, hey, theater kid. Also, yes, it is.
Cabaret, du Cabaret. Leave your troubles outside.
All right.
So,
Don't worry, I'm locked into the reaction. We won't have any of that.
life is disappointing.
Is it?
Forget it. We have no troubles here. Here, life is beautiful.
Beautiful.
Girls are beautiful. Even the orchestra is beautiful.
I like the way he says it. Uh-oh. They're taking off the the coat. I got the feeling we're gonna have a lot of this.
And now, presenting the Cabaret Girls. Rosie.
Presenting.
So called because of her cheeks. See? Lulu. She's a tiger. Frenchie.
I don't know why that made me laugh so much. Like the slap. I'm sorry.
She loves to polish.
Polish? What?
And Texas. You like Texas? Well, too bad. Because Texas likes girls. Rosie, Lolo, Frenchie, and Texas. Each and everyone a virgin. You don't
Oh yeah, I'm sure. How long is... I'm sure they are if they work here.
believe me? Don't take my word for it. Go ahead. Try her. Mwah. Outside it is winter, but in here it's so hot. Woo! Every night we have to battle with the girls to keep them from taking off all of their clothings.
I feel like this is going to be a very adult experience. I'm worried. I mean, good for you, theater kid. At least you have Frenchie, I think her name was.
So don't go away. Who knows? Tonight we may lose the battle. We are here to serve you.
Me? Theater kid, I didn't choose this. It was the second thing voted for on our community tab. Cabaret was recommended by multiple people, mind you. I put it on the list, and people voted for it. You can't blame anything on me. I simply give the people what they want. I like the music so far. It's pretty good.
Oh, Rosie.
I love the key change. Is that the proper term for that? But I love it.
Hello, stranger. Enchanté, madame. Hello. You. Bleibe, reste, stay. Wir sagen, wir kommen gerne nur. Fremder, étranger, stranger. Glücklich zu sehen, je suis enchanté. Happy to see you. Bleibe, reste, stay.
Hello, Eliza. Also, his name is Is that pronounced MC? Like, like an MC? And Alan Cummings is actually Jewish and gay in real life, so he really embraces this character. Hope you enjoy it. All right. Welcome. Thank you, honestly. That what a show. Well, the answer to that, theater kid, is that people are multifaceted. And you. Why the little...
Occupied? It is permitted.
Oh, to scene transition to us being on a train. Nice.
Oh, please.
Hi.
American?
Oh, might as well wear a sign, Yankee Doodle.
German. Berlin. Ernst Ludwig.
Cliff Bradshaw, Harrisburg, Pennsylvania.
Man, he sounds American. Maybe it's because everybody else has such an accent, but just hearing him speak normally is like, yeah, I'm American. This is my American accent. You know?
Are we slowing down for the German border?
Yeah.
Oh, you've taken this trip before.
Many, many times. You are a tourist?
No, not exactly. I'm a writer, and I give English lessons.
Ah.
But you're new then.
Would you care for a cigarette? Herr Ludwig?
Ja.
Cigarette?
No, thank you.
Deutsche Grenzkontrolle. Ihre Pässe bitte. Danke.
Well, it's very awkward so far. Is this our protagonist? He gives protagonist vibes. But that might be because he's American. Also, thank you for the follow, Greeno Marshall? What's up? I'm doing pretty well.
Welcome to Germany, Mr. Bradshaw.
Bradshaw.
Yeah.
Danke. Ihren Pass, bitte. Sie waren geschäftlich in Paris?
Nein, auf einer Urlaubsreise.
Oh.
Bitte öffnen Sie Ihren Koffer.
Okay. I have no idea what they're saying because they're speaking a different language. But it seems things are a little tense here, huh?
Danke.
He's getting searched.
Haben Sie nur diesen Koffer?
Ja, das ist alles.
Okay. Already interesting. So he's hiding this bag, putting it with his stuff so that the guy doesn't notice it. And he doesn't. Okay. Which implies that he's smuggling something in.
Danke. I wish you'll enjoy your stay in Germany and a most happy new year. Deutsche Grenzkontrolle.
What's in the bag?
Oh, baubles from Paris, perfumes, silk stockings, but more than is permitted. You understand?
Oh, I guess I've done a little smuggling myself.
Who hasn't, right? Who hasn't committed a couple crimes?
Oh, you are most understanding.
Yeah.
I thank you very much. And I would like to see to it that Berlin will open its arms to you. We begin tonight, New Year's Eve. The Kit Kat Club, the hottest.
Immediately, now that he's like, before he was so tense, clearly because he was, you know, wanting to smuggle this thing in. Now that he's like, oh, you're not going to rat me out? In fact, you're aware and are chill with this? Let's go. We're buddies now. We're chill. Let me take you to a cabaret.
Spot in Berlin. Telephones on every table. Girls call you. Boys call you. You call them. Instant connection.
Thanks, but I've still got to find a room.
You have no room? But this is no problem. I know the finest residence in all Berlin. Just tell Fräulein Schneider, yeah, that Ernst Ludwig has recommended you.
I can't afford the finest residence in all Berlin. I need something inexpensive.
Oh, but this is inexpensive. It's very inexpensive.
I don't care if it's awful, as long as it's cheap.
Oh, but this is awful. Oh, no. You will love it.
See, man, what a nice guy. Immediately became so friendly. He helped you out so much. Did he come in here not really with a plan of like how to get a home? I mean, I guess without the internet, it's a little difficult to plan too far ahead. But I don't know. He's very far from home.
Fräulein Schneider.
You see, you have a new friend, Ernst Ludwig. You have a fine place to live. And you have perhaps even your first English pupil. Yeah, so, welcome to Berlin, my friend.
Wow.
Welcome to Berlin.
What a beautiful start.
Welcome to Berlin.
Oh. Hi.
Welcome and bienvenue. Welcome.
Welcome, bienvenue. I'm assuming that means welcome as well. Because it sounds like bienvenido, which in Spanish means welcome. So bienvenue, however it's pronounced, I'm assuming is also welcome. Also just context clues.
Fremder, étranger, stranger. Glücklich zu sehen, je suis enchanté. Happy to see you. Bleibe. Rest.
That was such an odd situation. All right, move on.
Stay.
So you see here, Bradshaw, all comforts and with
Oh, they have a microphone at the top. That's how they get the audio.
breakfast
Have a good performance, theater kid.
only 100 marks.
It's very nice, Fräulein Schneider, but you don't have something cheaper.
But for a friend of Herr Ludwig.
Very little money.
But you will give English lessons, and you will have many pupils, and they will pay you, and then you will pay me, yeah?
50 marks is my absolute limit.
Unacceptable.
You don't have anything else? I don't care how small, how far from the bathroom.
But for a professor, this is more suitable.
I'm not a professor. Think of me as a starving author. What do you have for a starving author?
An author. A poet. You have...
Oh, yes, now we know. We have a closet in the back that you can stay in.
the look.
A novelist.
And you will be most famous, there is no doubt. This is your room. Look, here for your clothing, and here somewhere for you to write. Come, sit. A novelist. It's like years ago when in all my rooms, persons of real quality.
I can still only afford 50 marks.
This room is worth 100, more than 100. 50.
It's a good deal, listen, but he literally does not have more money than that.
Sit. You say 50 marks, I say 100 marks. A difference of 50 marks. Why should that stand in our way? As long as the room's to let, the 50 that I will get is 50 more than I had yesterday. Yeah?
Yeah.
When you're as old as I, is anyone as old as I? What difference does it make?
How old are you? I mean, your hair's not all gray yet, so you can't be that old. But alright. So, I guess they could set up a little deal of like, listen, you'll pay 50 for like a couple months, like 2-3 months. But after that, it's 100, alright?
An offer comes, you take. For the sun will rise and the moon will set, and you learn how to settle for what you get. It will all go on if we're here or not, so who cares? So what?
That's true.
So who cares? So what?
Regardless of situation, the sun and the planet, they all keep turning.
When I was a girl, my summers were spent by the sea.
Oh.
So what?
You're just gonna drop your backstory right now? Okay, yeah, no, that's chill. Fine,
And
go
I
ahead.
had a maid doing all of the housework, not me. So what? Now I scrub up the floors and I wash down the walls and I empty the chamber pot. If it ended that way, then it ended that way, and I shrug and I say, so what?
So what?
For the sun will rise and the moon will set, and you learn how to settle for what you get. It will all go on if we're here or not, so...
Is this already, are we already getting the thesis of this musical? Regardless of what happens, things go on.
Who cares? So what? So who cares? So what? When I had a man...
Also, is this your way of saying, yeah, I'll take the 50, that's fine?
My figure was dumpy and fat. So what? Through all of our years, he was so disappointed in that. So what? Now I have what he missed, and my figure is trim, but he lies in a churchyard plot. If it wasn't to be that he ever should see the uncorseted in me, so what? For the sun will rise, and the moon will set, and you learn how to set.
I didn't expect a bit of trauma dumping, but okay. Good to know.
For what you get, it will all go on if we're here or not, so who cares? So what? So who
I guess the cat is.
cares?
So what?
So, once I was rich, and now all my fortune is gone. So what?
How did that happen? Was that your fault? Are you like very bad at managing money? Did you get cheated out of money? What?
And love disappeared, and only the memory lives on.
So what?
If I live through all that, and I live through all that, 50 marks doesn't mean a lot. If I like that you're here, and I like that you're here, Happy New Year, my dear, so what? For the sun will rise, and the moon will set, and you learn how to settle for what you get. It will all go on, we're here
Man, if only all landlords were like her. She's just like, you know what? I'd like the cut of your jib. I'll make it cheaper for you. And I promise I won't raise your rent, double it every month, because you're not a single mother with 2 kids.
So what? So who cares?
So what?
It all goes on. So who cares? Who cares? Who cares? So what?
I feel like if you say who cares and so what so much, you probably do care at least a little bit.
The telephone is in the hall. I will fetch you towels. Come in.
Fräulein Schneider. There you are. There's no hot water in the bathroom. It's the second time this week.
Please excuse me, Herr Bradshaw.
Oh, you have finally rented this room.
Hi.
This is Herr Clifford Bradshaw, the world-famous American novelist.
Clifford Bradshaw. Wow, you're really hyping him up already.
How do you do?
I'm Fräulein Kost. Across the hall. Please feel free, huh? Anytime.
Schnauzi, where are you?
It's my nephew. Yeah, he is visiting me from Hamburg.
I don't think that's her nephew, to be honest with you.
Come, we talk outside. We are disturbing Herr Bradshaw. And take your nephew with you from Hamburg.
Definitely not her nephew.
Please accept my apologies, Herr Bradshaw. I guarantee she will not bother you again.
Bother me?
What is it now?
Fräulein Schneider, it is 11 o'clock.
Herr Schultz, 11 o'clock already. I was just showing Herr Bradshaw his room. Herr Bradshaw, Herr Schultz, who also lives here.
Oh, pleased to meet you.
Ah, you're American. I have a cousin in Buffalo, Felix Tannenbaum. It is possible you know him.
The United States is so large, there's 0 chance he knows him. I mean, I guess there's theoretically a, 1% chance, but it's so low that it's not even worth asking. But then again, I feel like people do that of every group. It's like, oh, you're Mexican. I have a friend who's Mexican. He lives in, Mexico. Do you know him? It's like, no, I don't. I don't. And I feel like that's, every culture.
He has a wife, Berta.
I hardly ever get to Buffalo.
Herr Schultz is proprietor of the finest fruit market on the Nollendorf Platz.
Italian oranges, delicious.
I will dress now.
Cool.
Herr Schultz has been kind enough to invite me to join him for a glass of schnapps for New Year.
And a little fruit.
And after all, why not?
Why not? How adorable.
Otherwise, I'm in my bed with a hot water bottle.
Perhaps Herr Bradshaw, huh?
Oh, no.
Another time. I want to wish you much mazel in the new year.
Muzzle?
It's Jewish, means luck.
Oh, thanks. Same to you.
I come to you, Fräulein, in 10 minutes.
Oh boy. Remember, I'm pretty sure this is World War II.
With the schnapps.
And the fruit. And now, please, anything you require, knock on my door anytime, day or night. Also,
See ya.
welcome to Berlin.
Oh, it's Berlin too. Yikes. I just really they said it before, but it's only now that I kind of comprehended. Right. World War II, Berlin. Ooh.
Welcome to Berlin. Famous novelist. Open the Remington.
Hello.
Hello.
That's what you came here for?
Sitting all alone like that, you happen to catch my eye. Would you like to buy a girl a drink?
Would you like to buy a boy?
Is he at the cabaret? Did he go to the cabaret to write?
A drink.
Welcome to Berlin.
Famous novelist.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
would. Come on over.
Or is this him realizing, I should at least check out the cabaret, as they mentioned before? Okay. I feel like you're not gonna get much writing done there, sir.
And now, meine Damen und Herren, Mesdames et Messieurs, ladies and gentlemen, the Kit Kat Club is proud to present a most talented young lady from England. Yes, England.
Wow. So exotic. England.
She is so talented, so charming, so, woo-hoo-hoo. Only yesterday I said to her, I want you for my wife. And she said, your wife? What will she want with me?
It's funny, too.
Thank you. Fashion and the mold of form, Fräulein Sally Ball!
You're a funny guy.
You have to understand the way I am, mein Herr. A tiger is a tiger, not a lamb, mein Herr.
Yeah, you're right. Where are you going with that? I mean, I guess there's the whole thing about, like, gotta treat an animal like an animal, like the animal that they are, not a lesser version of themselves. Eddie Redmayne, as this role in the revival, got nominated for a Tony Award.
You'll never turn the vinegar to jam, mein Herr. So I do.
Okay, so accept things for what they are.
When I'm through, then I'm through.
Fair enough.
And I'm through. Toodaloo.
Toodaloo.
Bye. Bye. Mein lieber Herr.
I didn't realize she was in such a big chair. She looks tiny. I'll be honest. I still don't quite understand the Cabaret. How? I mean, we're only 20 minutes in. It's very early in, but I might as well get my early thoughts. You know, I'm kind of confused. The only reason I'm like thinking it so much in my brain is because when I did the quick like look up of what this is about, it says that the Cabaret is like more of a metaphor. It is a real place, but it's also kind of like a metaphor. And I'm trying to figure out what the metaphor is.
The continent of Europe is so wide. Mein Herr. Not
Yeah.
only up and down, but side to
Yeah.
side.
I'm
Mein
sure.
Herr. I couldn't ever cross it if I tried.
Welcome back, Casticat.
But I do what I can,
Do-do-do.
inch by inch,
Do-do-do.
step by step,
Do-do-do.
mile by mile.
It just keeps going.
Man by man.
You said bye so many times. I'm like waiting. When do you leave? When's the bye? No offense. Eddie Redmayne is the guy who plays Newt Scamander, by the way. Who is that? I don't know who that is. The ladies on the ground, they're very good at dancing. they call dancing? Oh, bye bye. So don't get attached to her is what she's saying, I think. I was just, the sudden shouting I was not ready for it. Okay, cool. So I'm pretty sure that's what she's saying. Don't get attached to her, essentially, because when she's done, she moves on. Bro, I cast again. Now I'm even more confused. I have no idea who you're talking about. Yeah. The sudden pose. That was so good.
Hello?
You're English.
Absolutely.
You're American. But you speak English beautifully.
You're English, but I mean, yeah, English it's the main language we speak. That's just such a funny way to say it. I mean, yeah, no, English is also the main language of England, so I guess when you say that, it's I don't know, I like that.
I'm at table number 4. Will you just keep talking, please? You can't imagine how starved I've been.
Okay. Let's see.
I feel like this is about to get very cringy. Oh. Alarm.
Somewhere in this favored land, the sun is shining bright. The band is playing somewhere, and somewhere hearts are light. And somewhere...
You know what? He pulled out the poem, and she pulled out the overreaction.
Men are laughing, and somewhere people shout. But there is no joy in Mudville. Mighty Casey has struck out.
Oh, yes, don't stop, please.
Okay. Also, these are one of these old phones, right? Man, it's like a 2-part device. I don't think I've even seen that in like media, because I mean, when I grew up, the old phones were like the no, is that called dial-up? I don't know. Like the home phones that are connected to the walls and stuff. You forget that there was a time that they used things like these.
That's all there is. My name's Cliff Bradshaw. I'm from Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. You never heard of it.
Such a beautiful language. Are you alone?
Yes.
Then let me buy you a drink. But not right at this time.
Oh. I guess she's busy. Sorry, never mind. Bye.
Damen und Herren, Mesdames et Messieurs, ladies and gentlemen, it is almost midnight. Husbands, you have only 10 seconds in which to loose your wives. 5, 4, 3.
Uh-oh. I think things are gonna get a little more raunchy.
2, 1. Happy New Year!
Oh no, it's just Happy New Year's. Whew. Happy New Year's. Yay.
Would you, recite that again about Mudville?
Somewhere in this favored land, the sun is...
Happy New Year.
Thanks.
Why did you say you were English?
A whim. You never had a whim?
Oh, constantly. I used to love pretending I was someone else.
I mean, everyone likes a little bit of acting to be who you are not. I mean, to a certain degree, all life is being who you aren't. The song is done so many times in gender-bent situations like Broadway backwards. Oh, you're talking about the song from before that she was singing? The I don't even know what to call it. the one just like the one right before this.
Someone quite mysterious and fascinating. Until one day I grew up and realized I was mysterious and fascinating.
That's beautiful.
I'm Sally Bowles.
Is it called Mine Her?
Are you new in Berlin?
Yeah, I've only been here 3 hours.
What's up?
3 hours? And how long are you planning to stay?
Well, I'm writing a novel. I'll stay till it's finished.
You're a writer. Would I know your books?
It's highly unlikely. Anyway, it's book, singular.
Was it a huge success?
Well, they said it showed promise.
Promise?
Let's talk about...
So, this, it showed promise, which means nobody wanted to publish it, is what I'm getting. It's like, yeah, you know, if you keep working on it, we might just maybe publish it one day. Just, take it back. And don't bring it here. Bring it to somebody else. I'm sure they'll love it. A polite way of saying the book sucks.
Sally Bowles, what part of England are you from? London? Stratford-on-Avon? Stonehenge?
Cliff, you mustn't ever ask me questions. If I want to tell you anything, I will. Why did you come to Berlin to do your novel?
Well, I'd already tried London, Rome, Paris.
Just looking for a place to write.
Something to write about.
And where are you staying?
How about you? Where do you live?
Bro, he does not understand how this works.
Over the club?
We could sneak upstairs.
Possibly. Later on, if you like.
Sneak?
Max is most terribly jealous.
Oh, Max, your husband.
No, he's just the man I'm living with. This week?
This week. Explains why he's jealous. Wants you to be his, but I don't think... Does that make much sense, considering the situation is, like, her job is clearly to seduce people. Unless it's, like, a two-man act where he acts jealous to, like, I don't know, rile up whoever your next Mark is. Mark makes it sound like you're gonna kill this man, but, I mean, it's just business, is what I mean.
I say, am I shocking you talking like this?
I say, are you trying to shock me?
Trying to shock? You're quite right, you know. Tell, is that truly a place called Mudville?
Oh, absolutely, it's in New Jersey.
He would be from New Jersey. Can you smoke in this place?
Hello. Happy New Year.
Thanks.
My name's Bobby. Oh, this is my friend Victor. I was introduced to you in London at the Nightingale Bar.
The Nightingale Bar.
Well, you were there, correct?
Correct.
I knew it. I'm fabulous with phases. Would you care to dance?
Okay, I guess they're like switching out people to see what gets him, I guess.
Not right now, thanks.
Oh, but everybody dances together here.
Not right now, thanks anyway.
You Americans, you're so inhibited. But this is Berlin, so why don't you just relax?
That's actually pretty true. Americans, when it comes to like sexual things, I guess I'll just say the word. Why not? Very like no. Guns and drugs and violence, that's fine. That's pretty accurate, honestly.
Closet. Be yourself.
Cabaret. Oh my god. The freeze frame cabaret.
Be yourself.
Boom. Oh, that was...
No, you know what is the trouble with
that was so good.
English? It is not like German. No, it is not an exact language. Either one must memorize 50,000 words, either one cannot speak it correctly.
Either one must memorize or one cannot speak.
Either or. Oh, the time is now finished.
Oh, I'm in no hurry.
No. The lesson is 1 hour. No, another pupil is waiting.
What other pupil?
No other pupil? Then I make a suggestion.
You gotta advertise, man. Put up flyers. People gotta learn about your business.
I will telephone a lady friend, and she will bring a friend for you. Elsa, a genuine flapper.
Not tonight, Ernst.
Yeah, he's not interested in any of these things. Like,
You have not seen this.
too interested, at least.
Elsa, hot stuff. Believe me, in 1 minute, I guarantee you are making a pass after her.
Is he actually smoking? like legitimately smoking? It's a different time.
A pass at her.
Pass at her.
Besides, I've got a date tonight.
Oh.
A typewriter? What can one do with a typewriter?
Not very much lately.
Well then, come with me. We make a large whoopee.
For one thing, I've got a budget and it only allows for a very small whoopee, unfortunately.
Then you are my guest. Now, I show you the real Berlin.
He is actually smoking, bro. Is that... That would make this a very difficult role. Every time you go on stage, you gotta do like, all right, I'm gonna go through a whole pack by the end of this.
So come, we will acquaint with one another.
As soon as I can afford it.
Oh, it is difficult, you know. Adjusting to the idea of a poor American. But I tell you a secret.
That's actually... Because wasn't it for a long time that the reputation was Americans are, well, besides arrogant and all the negative stereotypes, that it was like a prosperous place where, you know, you go there to get rich. The land of opportunities. Was it ever true? Probably not really, but yeah, for a long time there was the perception that that was the truth. So I guess it would be a little like, man, you're poor, but you're American. What the heck? Don't they have stage cigarettes? Do they? I mean, maybe. It's very possible. If it is, I mean, even if it is a stage cigarette, like, if he's breathing in anything, it's not exactly good for you, you know? Like, even vapes aren't healthy. And it's like vapor, you know? If you breathe anything in, it's not great. Also, Lauren Amber, hi. Glad you're enjoying the channel.
There's no need for this poverty. Yeah. Now, if you're willing, I'll show you a most excellent way to supplement your income.
Doing what?
Oh, by taking very brief trips to Paris. Perhaps a few days each time. Nothing more, but it'll pay you well. Extremely well.
Be a smuggler. That's what he means. Also, the door's just not locked?
Sure. There is a young lady to see you. A young lady in a fur coat.
A young lady?
Fräulein Bowles.
Oh, Bowles? Oh, well, ask her to come in.
You are old friends, you and Fräulein Bowles? From London, perhaps?
From the Kit Kat Club last night.
Last night? You are some snappy operator.
Cliff!
Okay. I'm still trying to figure out what it means for, like, a cabaret girl to be... Whatever. Guess again. It was kind of true, the American dream. It was kind of true, the American dream. There was a company called the Red Star Line, and there were a lot of people who used it to immigrate to America during times of famine in Europe. I guess during a time of famine, yeah, I guess that... anything would be better than a famine. Yeah, so in that way, it is true.
Yes, darling.
Sally!
Will you be a dear and get my bag?
Oh.
It's lovely, Fräulein Schneider.
All right.
All these wonderful old pieces. Just put it anywhere. I'll unpack later.
Unpack? But Herr Bradshaw did not mention...
I'll just be here temporarily.
I'm sorry, but this is not possible.
How much are you paying?
50 marks.
60 marks.
It is not the money.
70.
Yeah, I cannot permit...
80.
This room is worth 100 more than 100.
80.
85.
See, there you go. Why is she so against letting her stay? Interesting. But I guess it's also a matter of, well, I mean, if you start actually offering me the amount of money that I'm asking for, then maybe. Oh, interesting. Even Einstein used it to escape the Nazis. The Red Star Line? Huh. That is fascinating. Thank you for telling me that, Cascat.
Done.
And now you make yourself cozy, Frau Bradshaw.
Oh my.
Oh.
Oh, such a to-do, huh? Yes, well, I will see you Friday for the next lesson. Then I tell you something. I think I'm taking from you the wrong kind of lessons.
Sally, what the hell's this all about?
Oh, would you guess I was terrified?
Oh, were you?
Well, what if you'd thrown me out? Can you imagine how that would feel? Being thrown out twice in one day?
Oh, you mean Max?
Oh, dear Max. And you know whose fault it was, don't you? If you hadn't come to the Kit Kat Club and been so dreadfully attractive and recited poetry.
Listen.
This is the weirdest. Okay. Huh. It definitely feels like this is like on purpose. Like the whole thing with Max is like, yeah, I live with him, but then when we find a mark, he fake throws me out, and then I stay with the other person to drain them of all their finances. And then I go back with Max.
Sally, about you staying
You know
here.
what I'd love? A spot of gin.
Gin?
You've got some. I mean, I think one must.
No, I don't have any gin.
Oh, well. Prairie oysters, then.
Prairie oysters?
I practically live on them. It's just a raw egg washed around in some Worcestershire sauce. It's heaven for a hangover.
She said Worcestershire so easily.
I haven't got a hangover. Say, that's quite a coat.
Should be. It cost me all I had. Little did I realize how soon I'd be unemployed.
And what about your job at the club?
Well, that's rather complicated. You see, one of the owners of the club...
Oh, dear Max.
Oh, you're divinely intuitive.
I don't like her. She seems very... like... What's the word? Brown-nosing? I don't know. That doesn't seem like the right word.
I do hope I'm not going to fall madly in love with you. Are you in the theatre in any way?
No.
Then you're safe. More or less.
More or
Though I
less.
do believe a woman can't be a truly great actress till she's had several passionate affairs and had her heart broken.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
Should have let Hans pay my cab fare. He's got all that money from Paris.
Paris?
He smuggles it in for some political party.
Oh, Ernst is in politics.
You didn't know? He goes to Paris about once a month and brings back pots of money.
And he has to smuggle it in.
It's terribly dangerous. But Ernst is so resourceful. He's discovered the customs people almost never open the bags of non-Germans. So just before the border, you find some innocent-looking Englishman or American.
It's hard to imagine an American that gullible.
Saying that, despite we know for a fact that he fell for it. Well, I mean, no, he didn't fall for it technically. If you want to become very like technical, he didn't fall for it. He realized, oh, they put something there, It's like, you hid your stuff with mine. It's like, yeah, that's fine, right? And he's like, sure. But I guess but he did fall for it in the fact that he assumed that it was nothing important. It was just like probably random item. It's like smuggling in a Kinder Egg, which were illegal for a while in the United States. They aren't illegal anymore, but they were for quite a while. It's like, all right, it's like you are smuggling, but who cares, right? Hello, Loyono Jr. Loino? However you say your name. Sorry if I mess it up. And also, hey, Elton Silva. Welcome.
Halsenbeinbruch. It means neck and leg break. Supposed to stop it happening, though I doubt it does.
Listen, Sally.
Drink?
He's kind of a pushover. He just kind of lets her talk over him.
That's amazing. You know what? It tastes like peppermint.
Oh, well, it's your toothbrush glass. I should have rinsed it.
Listen.
Okay. I guess it wasn't supposed to taste like peppermint.
Sally, you've got to understand.
Oh, this is your novel. But it's in German. Mein Kampf.
It's not my novel. I thought I should learn something about German politics.
Why? You're an American. You know.
I mean, that's the opinion a lot of Americans have on the world politics. It's like, bro, why do I care? I'm an American. Best country in the world. USA. USA. Also, Mein Kampf. So, we're slowly ramping up to the war.
I've never known a novelist before. Will I be allowed to watch you work? I promise to be incredibly quiet.
Sally, I don't think I can work with someone else on the premises.
I go out when you're writing. Take long, invigorating walks.
In the middle of the night. And, there's another thing.
Yeah. I feel like I would be so awkward writing. Like, I've been in, like, shared documents when I'm, like, writing something, like, with another person. And even that sometimes feel awkward because I could write something and I'm like... And sometimes I don't write something. It's like, what if they think that's weird? Even though the whole point of writing in the shared document is to, like, you know, speed line the, like, the discussion where you put down an idea and other people are like, that's kind of a bad idea. Or actually, that's a pretty good idea, but let's change it a little bit. That whole thing. But, my goodness. This has been your hyperfixation. Nice. I'm glad to feed your hyperfixation.
Look, I'm not a prude, at least.
Are you homosexual in any way? Bobby thinks you are.
Bobby?
One of the boys at the club. He claims he met you in London. At the Nightingale bar.
It's possible.
It is. How fascinating. And did you and Bobby have an affair?
Did he say that?
He implied
Are you homosexual, as she said?
it.
The truth about Bobby is... he's not my type. I say, am I shocking you talking like this?
Oh, no! But is it true? You're not just saying it hoping I'll take my bag and run screaming into the night.
Oh, the thought had occurred to me. But, no, it's all true. However, it's not the sort of thing you generally go around advertising, is it?
I guess not.
Yeah, okay. So, he's gay. She's... I still don't know what her situation is. Sally does not seem happy in that scene at all.
And isn't that sad? Because I think people are people. I really do, Cliff. Don't you? I don't think they should have to apologize for anything. For example, if I paint my fingernails green, and it happens I do paint them green, if someone should ask me why, I say I think it's pretty. I think it's pretty, I reply. So, if someone should ask about you and me one day, you have two alternatives. You can either say, oh, yes, it's true.
We're living in delicious sin.
Or you can simply tell them the truth and say, I met this perfectly marvelous girl in this perfectly wonderful place as I lifted a glass to the start of a marvelous year.
Okay. I mean, it's easier said than done back then, admittedly. Like, what year is World War II? That's like 19... I'm trying to remember. I actually cannot remember. Is it 1980s or 1970s? Let me look it up. When did World War II start? I was so off. I was so unbelievably off. It makes sense. I was like, is it 1980? That feels way too recent. It's because it was. That's way too recent. It was not in 1980s. 1939. Okay. Well, at least that's what the brief thing says. Yep, 1939. Multiple sources say. All right.
Before I knew it, she called on the phone, inviting. Next moment, I was no longer alone, but sat reciting some perfectly beautiful verse in my charming American style. How I dazzled her senses was truly no less than a crime.
The American accent there was so good. Oh, I love when people do American accents. It's like, hello, I am definitely American. I also like speaking in other languages in English accent. Like, I'm fluent in Spanish. Yo lo hablo perfectamente. But sometimes speaking Spanish with an American accent is so funny to me. I don't know why.
Now I've this perfectly marvelous girl in my perfectly beautiful room, and we're living together and having a marvelous time.
Listen, Sally, it wouldn't work. You're far too distracting.
Distracting? No, inspiring.
I mean, you were looking for an inspiration.
Perfectly marvelous tales of a thrillingly scandalous life, which I'll probably use as a chapter or two in my book.
You saw where his eyes went there? My goodness. Oh, that's so cool. What kind? Well, you know, I am Mexican Dominican. Half Mexican, half Dominican.
And since my stay in Berlin was to force creation, what luck to fall on a fabulous source of stimulation. And perfectly marvelous too is her perfect agreement to be just as still as a mouse when I'm giving my novel a wow. Yes, Ivor.
I love her expressions. She's
highly agreeable life in my perfectly beautiful room with my nearly invisible, perfectly marvelous girl. Ew, it's a taxi man.
It's like she's not even here.
Hello, taxi man. Just leave them outside. I'll get them later.
Oh, she has a lot of stuff.
Seriously, Cliff. Please, may I stay?
Sally, I can't afford...
Oh, for a day or two, please.
Oh, no, you're falling for it. A day or two? That's gonna become a week and then a month before you know it. Jane Horrocks is... Horrocks? What? Horrocks? Is probably my favorite Sally Bowles. She plays her just marvelously. Marvelously. True.
Met this truly remarkable girl in this really incredible town.
The pure excitement as he starts to sing. I love it.
And she skillfully managed to talk away into terrible feeling I've said a dumb thing. Besides, I've only got one narrow bed.
We'll think of something.
So you see him?
I think we know what that something is. Got it.
Everyone in Berlin has a perfectly marvelous roommate. Some people have two people.
Oh.
Two ladies. Two ladies.
Is this your roommates now?
And I'm the only man. Yeah. I like it. They like it. There's two for one.
I feel like there's so many parts of this musical that I'm like, what do I even say here? It's just like, damn, good for you guys, I guess. They're certainly having a fun time, you know? Whew. Fun fact, in some versions of Cabaret, one of the ladies in the song is played by a man in drag. Cool. It seems just as fitting, honestly.
I do the cooking
And I make the bed.
I go out daily to earn a daily bread. But with one thing in common, she
and me.
the key, the key, the key.
As, you know what, as long as they're happy, I guess. That's totally fine, what I framed a pause on. Well, you know, I love all the fun facts you can give.
We switch partners daily to play as we please. Ooh!
2D beats 1D.
But nothing beats threes. I sleep in the middle,
I'm left.
and I'm right. But
They're always left and
there's
right.
room
Okay.
on the bottom if you're dropping some line. Too late.
Okay. So it's 3, but they're fine with more occasionally. Yeah, Cabaret is kind of meant to make you uncomfortable or leave a thought of what is happening right now. Wow. It fits the avant-garde image. Clearly.
Ladies, billy-diddy-day. Billy-diddy-day. Yeah.
Right now, it's like so far at where I am in this thing, I'm like, okay, what's the point of this? Because it's so odd. Nothing has been like too extreme for me to, but I'm all like, okay, what is this leading to? What is the purpose of these scenes in the cabaret? Just to introduce the cabaret? I don't know.
Like it. Say like it. There's two for one. Billy-diddy-diddy-day.
Okay, so the MC songs kind of mirror the main plot. They're cabaret performances. Okay, I'll try to like think about. I mean, I guess that it's mirror. Is this mirroring what's happening in that? Like they're living together, or is this a sign of what's gonna happen next? I guess. Don't answer that. I'm just speculating.
That sailor! Out of my house!
That sailor, dear lady, that's my brother.
I thought he was your nephew.
Out
Womp womp.
How dare you? Do you think it is easy finding a sailor? Oh, this was
I mean,
only
probably not, considering they're usually at sea.
the second one since New Year's, and what is it now? April.
Your second? Your second? You think I do not know what goes on here? Sailors all the time, in, out, in, out.
In, out, in, out.
God only knows what the neighbors think I have here. A battleship.
That's not where my thought went. Well, that was a much funnier way of saying it.
Fräulein cost one sailor more. I warn you, I call the police. And if I cannot...
About what? What would you call the police about? Is it a crime to have a lot of partners here? I mean, maybe. So, you know, some countries have laws against things that are inappropriate, you know? Yes, it's because Sally and Cliff are now roommates. Also, the cabaret songs are to represent politics as well. Police, they're doing smooches. No! Get down!
The rent?
The rent is due each Friday, as always.
No sailors. No rent. I move.
Move? Move! What am I supposed to do with your room? Out of the blue, she tells me I move?
Is that gratitude for you? Only last week.
Okay, so she's a prostitute, is what they're not saying. I mean, okay. Guess that explains all the sailors.
I gave you another new mattress.
Oh, sure, all right. So I will leave the end of the week, since you insist. I insist. You insist.
What about the sailors?
Sailors.
Why does it have to be sailors, you know? Can it be other people?
Fräulein Kost, if you wish to continue living here, you must not let me catch you bringing in any more sailors. You understand?
Very well.
Just be discreet.
So, it is the same as always.
No! It is not the same as always.
I mean, you don't know how many sailors have gone in that you haven't seen. She just likes sailors? Whatever you say. We'll see about that.
Do you hear? Fräulein Kost, I have put my foot down. Fräulein Kost! Fräulein Kost!
Fräulein, that's like ma'am, right?
Oh, Fräulein Schneider.
Or Mrs.
Good evening.
Oh, sure, it's such a surprise.
It's probably closer to Mrs., I think.
You are occupied?
No. Free as a bird. Oh, please
yeah,
forgive my
we'll just
appearance.
Move on. Oh, but it is most becoming.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, I brought you a little something from the shop.
Another little something.
With my compliments.
Oh, so heavy. What can it be? Pears. Last Wednesday you brought me pears, and such pears. Apples, possibly. No, Friday was apples.
Friday
Or is this oranges?
was apples.
Yep. Fräulein means lady, essentially. All
So
right.
I cannot guess.
Then, open.
But Herr Schultz, can I believe what I see? This is too much to accept. So rare, so costly, so luxurious. If you bought me diamonds, if you bought me pearls, if you bought me roses
They're so overdramatic. I kind of love them.
like some other gents might bring for other girls, it couldn't please me more than the gift I see. A pineapple for me.
That's even better. That's so good. I love a good pineapple. Also, wow, guess the guy with the Wikipedia drop. Wikipedia says about prostitution at the time. On a national scale, prostitution was officially prescribed with various locals. Police tolerated prostitutes if they were in state registry. Prostitutes were to have compulsory medical examinations for STDs, banned from areas of large public gathering, and were required to give up personal freedoms of private residence, travel, and denying unwarranted search under the German moral police. Sitten police. Unregistered prostitute areas, other stuff. Okay. Huh. That's very interesting. So was kind of legal, but it was kind of complicated. Doo-doo-doo. That is interesting, Eliza. I didn't know a sensual coach there was a thing. But I guess it makes sense if you gotta be touchy-feely with people in a way that is, you know, slightly less appropriate. You gotta want to make sure everybody's on the same page. Exactly.
If in your emotion you began to sway, went to get some air or grabbed a chair to keep from fainting dead away, it couldn't please me more
Hi.
than to see you cling to the pineapple I bring.
Beautiful. Even he's amazed by the pineapple. Everyone is.
I can hear Hawaiian breezes blow.
It's from California.
It's so cute, which is gonna make it so sad considering, I mean, he's Jewish. Whew.
Even so, how am I to thank you?
Kindly let it pass.
Would you like a slice?
That might be nice, but frankly, it would give me gas.
We will leave it
The honesty.
here, not to eat, but see.
A pineapple.
Just a beautiful item. Is that a falsettos reference? Yeah, they didn't exist before falsettos, so it is, yeah.
For me.
From me.
Oh, thank you for the follow, Ella. Well, I missed your name. I don't know why it doesn't have a notification sound when you follow. It should.
But you must not bring me any more pineapples. You hear? It's not proper. It's a gift a young man would present to his lady love. It makes me blush.
There's no one. No one in the whole of Berlin who is more deserving.
Why? A pineapple is a thing that makes you blush? You heard a sound? You guys did hear a sound? I don't hear a sound at all. I don't know why I don't hear anything. That's so weird. Huh? Was it loud for you guys? Because I genuinely hear nothing, and it's at full volume when the alerts happen. The MC just essentially posing with a pineapple is so good, yeah. But also, what does she mean by this about, you know, pineapples are for like a young... What? Not loud, but you heard it. Interesting. That's so weird. Because the only innuendo I know of when it comes to pineapples is that pineapples on like clothing and stuff could have potentially signified to people that you're like a swinger, as in like you and your partner are willing to do stuff with other people. I don't know where that came from, and I only learned about it because of like a TikTok thing.
If I could, I'd fill your entire room with pineapples.
Oh.
A pineapple
For you.
from you. Oh, I think I will lie down for a few moments.
The pineapple is so overwhelming to her. Why? I I genuinely don't understand where the pineapple thing came from.
Head is spinning.
Yeah, I don't think it's like I don't think this is a swinger situation. They're not even married yet, and I don't think he's married. I'm just saying that's the only like second meaning I know of when it comes to pineapple stuff. I literally looked it up online just now to see if I could find a solution. And I don't know. It also apparently some people text it and it's supposed to represent complicated relationship status. What? Why did the pineapple become this symbol? Oh, okay, I found it. So from pineapple serving was a symbol of hospitality in Hawaii, and I guess it just evolved from there. Probably because a lot of people go to Hawaii, and probably because a lot of couples, you know, end up cheating on each other in like such a beautiful place, and it just kind of like connected. That's the only assumption I can come up with. Complicated relationship might fit in this case. I guess so. And I guess the fact that it's an exotic fruit and all that like combines, I guess. I feel like we've gotten sidetracked on this pineapple thing.
Good evening, Fräulein Schneider.
Good evening, Herr Schultz. Oh, I am overwhelmed.
Dang. I thought that they were gonna, you know, at least kiss or something. People even put pineapples on the mantelpiece to show them off and let them rot because it was expensive to eat. All right. The pineapple is overwhelming. It literally took over the whole conversation of the stream for a minute. So, yeah, you're right. Ooh.
Good evening, Herr Schultz.
Good evening, Fräulein Costa. I was looking for, I think I dropped a small coin, a groschen. It rolled this way.
You're looking for a groschen. I'm looking for 2 marks.
What do you mean by that? Do you mean marks as in like people or the money? Was that the exit door? Wasn't the middle one? Oh boy. More cabaret. What is happening? Oh. All right, like you guys said before, sometimes part of this is to make you say, what is happening? It did. It literally made me... Okay, say that. Damn, these calves are strong. He's just holding that pose. I mean, I guess you can tell just based off like his forearms and stuff. My goodness. I mean, I guess it hasn't been that long, but still, I feel like after this, he's probably going to be moving around a ton. Presumably. To him. Cabaret! Cabaret. I keep saying Cabaret. It's Cabaret. Why do I keep saying it wrong? Cabaret.
It's not the novel. I'm writing to my mother, thanking her for the check.
Oh, it finally arrived.
She says...
Oh, he's still writing. I was about to be like, yeah, it's so good he's writing the novel. But no.
She's knitting you a sweater.
You're joking.
I've started a sweater for your friend, Sally.
You sent her my measurements.
The way she knits, it doesn't matter. Oh, and she says, tell Sally to lay off the gin.
She does not.
Listen to this. We're really excited about you finishing your book. What a liar I am.
It's my fault. If I weren't always dragging you off to party after party.
But I like those parties. Truth is, I like this whole city. It's so tacky and terrible. Everybody's having such a great time. If this were a movie, do you know what would happen? There'd be a tidal wave, or a volcano would erupt.
Sometimes reality's a little stranger than fiction. Yikes.
Or maybe you should write for the cinema.
As soon as I finish the novel. As soon as I start the novel.
Must be something to write about.
Sally Gold.
Of course. I told you I'd inspire you. The affairs of Sally.
Ugh.
But make me ravishing and sublimely seductive, so no man can resist me. Not even a very handsome, rather strange young American who allows me to share his room and his bed and falls desperately in love with me.
Potentially. I mean, honestly, it's not the worst idea. It could certainly be something. I don't know why he's struggling so much. I mean, like, I've always had the issue of I have so many ideas and I just don't finish them. If you've already written one book, just take a complete different direction. Especially because it didn't work, you know? Then again, maybe that's easier said than done. But honestly, not a bad idea to write about her. Like, just create like a story, a plot, like a beginning, middle, and end, and just go... And then just base the character off of her, and then be like, what would she do in this situation? Well, she'd probably. Then just keep going. I mean, this musical is based off a novel, so I guess it worked out. Yeah, no, from a better perspective, yeah, you're right.
This is fiction. A guaranteed bestseller.
The fact that he pulled back when she said, you know, that he falls madly in love with her.
So now all I have to do is write it.
Oh, poor Cliff. It is my fault. I'm afraid I am rather distracting.
Oh, you're right. Who could possibly do any writing with you around?
Oh, snapped a little there. What's wrong?
Oh, Sally, I didn't
But
mean...
it's time, Cliff. I've never stayed so long with anyone.
What's the matter? Got a better offer?
Oh, dozens. One must keep mobile, mustn't one?
No, guys, don't tear yourselves apart like this. You were so happy just moments ago. And presumably quite a bit before that as well. But I guess the problems they're ignoring came to head. Is like, hey, this is the future that I want. But also the inspiration of her, Cliff.
I'm sure you've offers too.
Oh, dozens. Couple? No, one.
Not even that persistent Gottfried. What's his name?
From Schwarzenbaum.
Von Schwarzenbaum. He phoned 3 times yesterday.
And I don't get it. In America, if you tell someone you're not interested in them, you don't want to talk to them. In fact, you wish they go the hell away. They generally take the hint. But in Europe...
Well, why did you give him your number?
I must have been drunk.
Well, whatever. You captivated him. I wish I could have been at that party. A fly on the wall.
It wasn't that exciting, believe me.
But it seems to have been exciting for Gottfried von Schwarzenbaum.
Don't go.
Oh. Oh, The emotions are all over the place. You give me a moment to catch up. My goodness. Okay. So it seems that in the time they've been together, they've gotten really attached to each other, which seems why, like, they're so angry about the idea of the other leaving. It's like, but come on, neither of you want to leave.
What?
Don't go.
Are you serious? One must keep mobile, mustn't one?
Go to hell with it.
Let's come over.
Maybe I like you here. I need you here. I need... You're the only, woman I've ever... Listen, Sally, maybe you're the...
You gotta say love?
Only girl I'll ever want. I've never felt this way before.
You truly mean this? Or is it some sort of joke we'll laugh ourselves sick about later on?
Well, if it's a joke, it's on me because I mean it more than I've ever meant anything.
Oh.
And now you want to tell me what's wrong?
Oh, nothing. Not a thing.
Really? Is nothing wrong? I don't know. I feel like the whole of this relationship is built off of some sort of false pretense, to be honest with you. I've felt it since the beginning. So, is there something wrong?
I'm pregnant.
You sure? Well, what are we gonna do?
What am I going to do? The usual thing, I guess.
You've done it before?
Oh, thousands of times.
Well, don't you think you ought to tell the father?
Why?
Well, I'll pay for the doctor for one thing.
I do so hate it, Cliff. That awful doctor.
Then maybe...
And anyway, who is the father? It could be anyone.
It could be me! Sally, it could be me!
True.
And Sally, if it is mine...
Well, we'll never know.
We could!
Oh, yes! 9 months of being sick every morning. And then the happy day! And whom does it resemble? Max! A horrid little German infant with a moustache! Ordering us about!
Guys! We know what you're saying. Oh, I mean... Good point. Very complicated feelings. Is that why she wanted to leave? She doesn't want them to deal with this?
I'm willing to take that chance.
Or perhaps an Oriental.
I mean, she's kind of the one taking the chance here, to be honest.
I seem to recall a rather taciturn Malaysian.
Sally, will you do me a favor and shut up? Will you just be serious for a minute?
I doubt it,
This could be the best thing that ever happened to us.
I doubt it.
Because the truth is we're drifting. We have no focus to our lives. A baby would make all the difference, and it would to me. I'd get a job. I'd have to. I'd stay home nights, write the novel, wash the diapers, the whole bit. Sally, I'd be a wonderful father. I love kids.
Listen, I'm gonna be real with you. I don't think having kids to, like, give your life directions is a great idea. I feel like if you have kids, you have to be at least kind of established, understanding where you want to take your life. You know, you don't have to have it perfect. You don't have to have the perfect dream job and the perfect dream house. Just a general plan on your own that would not be pushed forward by having a child, but just be like, okay, we're in a position where we can have a child. Sorry, hit the mic.
This is totally crazy.
I know. That's why I thought you might go for it. Listen, Sally, will you do one thing for me, please? At least think about it before you see the doctor.
It would never work out.
It could.
Clifford, Sally.
Ernst.
I do not wish to intrude.
Would you like some tea?
Putting her stuff back. All right. Yeah, you gotta be. That's what I'm saying.
Only if you will join with me.
Well, just this once.
What's on your mind, Ernst?
You remember I mentioned the possibility of an occasional business trip to Paris? If you are interested, I think in the next few days.
What would I have to do?
I mean, he would benefit a lot from it, actually, Cliff. because they mentioned that the strategy is to give, to put stuff with an American, you know, a gullible-looking American, because they don't generally check their stuff. Cliff is American. You don't have to look for another American who, I know, might decide to be like, hey, no, that stuff isn't mine. Get your stuff back. Or be like, well, I'm just with my associate here. He never has an issue.
Oh, it is so very simple.
Although if you want to maximize it, make sure to pretend like you guys aren't on the same page. You're not the same group. I wish they wouldn't have cut the song Money. It was genuinely awesome. Oh, tragic.
Go to the dress I will give you. You pick up a small briefcase, you bring it back to Berlin, and I pay you 75 marks.
75 marks?
And I promise you're giving help to a very good cause.
Oh, well, whatever it is, don't tell me. I don't want to know.
As you wish.
How about tomorrow?
Tomorrow? No, we're all going to a party.
I think I'll skip it.
But why, Clifford?
Let's just say I'm turning over a new leaf.
Turning over a new tree?
And you, Sally, you are turning over as well?
Who knows? I mean, Cliff and I may just turn out to be the two most utterly boring people you've ever met.
She's drinking when she has a child, by the way. But again, different time. If you weren't born 20% alcohol, you weren't born at the time. Oh boy. This seems like it's gonna be bad.
But you will go to Paris.
Oh, absolutely. Anything for a buck. Prost!
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 How much is 75, like, marks? Or whatever they said it was. Is that a ton? Is that not? I mean, one of their months of rent, or weeks of rent? I don't know how they pay. They said week, actually, before. This apartment would have been 100. They're paying 50. And I don't know exactly how long they've been here, but presumably enough time that they can keep paying 50. So it sounds like 50 isn't a lot, but I don't know. I have no frame of reference for money, especially money in the 1930, like 39 or whatever, or 30s jet period. You already got caught? Come on.
All right, there's no need to say it. I know it by heart already. So no lectures, please, about sailors. They're just lonesome, patriotic German boys. I have a duty.
That is a crazy defense. It's like, listen, it's for the country. It's my civil German duty. Oh. Doesn't even say anything. Whew. Yay.
Boy.
All right, that's two. How many more? Just let them all out. It's fine. Oh, they're sharing a room. I knew there was a third one. Just, yes.
Good night, Carl.
Rudy!
Rudy! You must be sure to come again soon, huh? Anytime. Bring your
It was her brother. Don't worry about it.
friends. Ah, Fräulein Schneider. A busy evening, no? I see we
Oh,
are.
now we see why she didn't, confront her.
Are after all sisters, under the skin.
Fräulein Kost!
Yes.
This fine lady is not your sister. This fine lady has just honored me by consenting to give me her hand in marriage.
Marriage?
Yes. We marry in In 3 weeks.
3 weeks.
That's beautiful.
A little respect for the future, Frau Schultz, if you please.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, she got a little angry there. Yes, because she doesn't have anyone to marry.
Frau Schultz. Oh, thank you, Herr Schultz. You were supreme.
What else could I do?
But such a magnificent lie to preserve my reputation.
Why did I say 3 weeks? Why not 3 months or 3 years? In this way she will find out the truth so quickly. Unless...
Unless?
Unless.
Unless what?
You said unless.
Ah, come on. He was trying to lead her into saying it.
Oh, but it is foolish. I mean, after all, who would have me? An elderly widower, bald-headed, with heartburn, and a little fruit.
Am I such a bargain? An unbeautiful spinster with a few rooms to let, poorly furnished?
I work 14 hours a day.
I do all my own scrubbing.
My right leg bothers me.
I have palpitations.
Well, I'm not a well man.
Am I a well woman?
What are we talking about?
Neither of them want to be the one to put it out there because they have such a negative opinion of themselves. But man, you're already this old. Just get married.
We're alive. And what good is it? Alone. So if you'd even consider marriage?
I will consider it.
Well, take your time, by all means. There's no hurry.
We should discuss it. We must not marry merely to humiliate Fräulein Kost.
I assure you, Fräulein Schneider, this is not the case.
Let us be honest. Had she not seen us today, you would not have proposed today.
Then tomorrow?
You mean this?
I had it in my mind.
But it's all so impulsive.
You hesitate. Because...
It is a little impulsive, but also, clearly this isn't, like, out of nowhere, right? They've been he's at least definitely been thinking about it. He gave her the pineapple, for goodness sake. There was something there. You love the scene. They're wearing the same clothes, and the melody, the background was the pineapple song.
You've never been married. It frightens you. But believe me, it can work wonders. How the world can change. It can change like that. Due to one little word. Married.
See a palace rise from a two-room flat due to one little word. Marriage.
And the old despair that was often there suddenly ceases to be.
For you wait one day, look around and say,
I'm very happy for them.
somebody wonderful married me. You do not think it would be better if we simply went on as before?
I mean, before was nice, but now could be better.
No.
Yeah, they're using it as a leitmotif. I love leitmotifs. Same. Loyono. I think my obsession with them started with Undertale, which, honestly, Toby Fox is a genius when it comes to those kind of things. Because every song has a leitmotif from another song. And it's so good. Even the ones you think that don't have it, they do. It's in there. You just gotta look for them. And it's like, and it depends on how connected to like certain characters are. Love it. Soundheim also, his Into the Woods. I love the way he used it. I genuinely just love Into the Woods. The way all the songs there were so unique. Sorry, I shouldn't be talking about other musical stuff while we're watching this musical. Let's focus. what she says.
Aus dem Erdgeschoss wird ein Märchenschuss durch ein winziges Boot.
Still useless captions.
Und das Growing Brown wird auf einmal blau. Wie Nacht, kein Blau, jemals war. For you wake one day, look around and say.
You know what? I think old people love is kind of beautiful. Either people who have managed to stay together for 50 years, more than that, or, you know, people who, even in their old age, have managed to come together and form a genuine bond. I think that's beautiful.
Somebody wonderful.
Somebody
Wonderful. Clappers. Oh, you love to see it. Oh,
Fräulein Sally! Good news! Fräulein Schneider and I are to be married.
How wonderful! When?
Well, this is not decided yet.
Then you're engaged.
Engaged?
Engaged!
Will
yeah.
there be a party?
Well, this is appropriate.
Very appropriate, usually.
Who would come? How many people do we know?
Well, our friends, acquaintances.
All three.
Yeah, it's fine. It'll be a small one.
I'll do the inviting. I know lots of people.
We'll have music and dancing.
A party?
Are you sure you want to invite her friends? I don't know if that's the best idea.
Yeah, but it will disturb my guests.
Then, what's wrong?
Oh, no, this is foolish. A waste of money.
Have you ever had an engagement party?
No, of course not.
Well, neither have I, so I ask you, what are we waiting for? It's time.
I mean, normally you save the party for, you know, after you get married, not the engagement. It's fine. It's whatever. Let them have fun. The MC is here. And he's chill. In his, like, I don't know what this is called. It looks like a leather bathrobe to me. Well, it might just be a coat.
Cliff! Oh, was Paris divine?
Divine.
Was there any trouble?
No, but I'll be glad to get rid of this. Is Ernst here?
Not yet. Look, see the lovely gift we're giving to Fräulein Schneider and Herr Schultz.
Oh, hey, Clifford, you're back.
Yes. Oh,
Hey.
Fräulein. May I?
He made it just in time for the engagement.
Oh,
Congratulations.
And now open our present. Careful.
oh, Herr Schultz, look! Crystal!
Cut, Crystal. It's for fruit.
They can put a pineapple in there. Let's go.
Beautiful!
Thank you, and I will give...
Every second she was holding it, I had a weird feeling that she was gonna drop it. It was gonna like shatter. I don't know. I don't know why I thought that. It wouldn't have really been fitting in this situation, but it'd have been a twist.
Keep it filled. I promise as long as we live, this bowl will not be empty.
Fräulein Schneider! I am welcome.
Fräulein Koss, forgive me. I did not invite you, but only because I know you work in the evening.
Tonight I am free.
I should live
Good
that
for
long.
you.
My
They're so petty.
cousin?
From Hamburg.
My cousin. Otto.
Rudy.
Rudy.
It's Xavier. Sorry. No, Xavier's the brother from Hamburg. Is fruit a kind of metaphor that they're old? Maybe? I don't think so, but it could be.
It's Fräulein Schneider's party. If you must dance, dance with her.
No.
Dance with her, Otto.
Rudy.
Rudy.
It's my pleasure, Fräulein.
No, but I cannot. And you are so young. No, it is out of the question. Unthinkable. Absolutely unthinkable. Absolutely.
Well, it's
Sally,
a thing.
you have the briefcase.
Baubles from Paris, perfume, silk stuff.
I guarantee it's a very good cause. And so, for you,
75 marks. It's a gift from heaven.
and I must find Fräulein Schneider, if you excuse me.
She has like a... She's storing it in her stocking?
Dance with me.
Oh, do I have to?
Yes?
Fräulein Schneider, I wish you much happiness.
Oh, thank you, Herr Ludwig.
I am sorry to be late, but there was a meeting, an important meeting.
I've been thinking. I don't... And it's been worrying me. Is he...
As what one must.
Is this man part of the what do they call it at this time? The Socialist Party? Sorry, give me a moment. What I'm saying is I think he might be part of the Nazi Party. I will be right back. All right, I'm back. Sorry about that.
And now I should like to meet the groom-to-be.
Yeah, sure, but where can he be? You know, I've been having a glass of schnapps with everybody. You will forgive him if he's a little you understand?
I'm getting increasingly certain that he's a Nazi.
Good evening. Good evening. You have a drink with me? Who is this?
Herr Ludwig, an old friend. Herr Ludwig. Herr Schultz.
You're most welcome, Herr Ludwig. You join me in the Schnapps, eh? And please, you must eat. There's so much food and so many pretty girls. I will introduce you to them, except I do not know their names. So you will introduce yourself, eh? And then you dance. Would you like another Schnapps?
You did not give him the first one yet. Yeah.
He is wasted, man. But also, you seeing this cold reception that he's giving? When he's such a friendly guy normally?
Do it.
Thank you.
Well, nothing for me?
You have had enough.
You hear? Not even married yet, and already she is in charge. Oh, it is pleasant. Finally, somebody cares when I am foolish.
Oh, many, many happy years to an outstanding couple.
Yeah.
Beautiful dancing.
Dance?
No.
Although maybe not.
Right now, thanks.
Oh, by the way, Gottfried sends his regards.
Who?
Gottfried von Schwarzenbaum. Oh, don't tell me you've forgotten him.
Yeah, I've forgotten him.
Ludwig?
Did you forget him? I don't know, based on the reaction. Man, what happened in the Nightingale that you're so, like, upset about? Is it just that it happened at all? And you're still not comfortable with your sexuality to, like, really acknowledge it?
Remember me? Fräulein Kost.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God.
You must dance with me. Come.
A pleasure, Fräulein. Clifford, bitte. Will you watch my coat? And the briefcase?
The casualness of the reveal.
I'm sorry. since you did not wish to know my politics.
This is the good cause.
And our party would be the builders of the new Germany.
Yeah, I've been reading your leader's book.
But enough politics. What does it matter? We are friends, close friends, buddies.
Oh, bro. And now he knows he just helped. And even if it's only in a small way, he just helped the Nazi party. The party that, unlike a lot of Germans, well, not Germans, unlike a lot of people, he now is actually quite aware of the politics of. Considering one of the people he knows is German, and he's like, I don't think he's in charge of anything. Germany pre-World War II was hit with the absolute worst of the Great Depression, and that's why expensive things are such a big deal to people, by the way. I'm late, sorry, the timing's... It's alright, Lauren, thank you for that important information. Wow.
What a delightful party. Herr Schultz is the most generous host, yeah?
Yeah. Well, he should be. Oh, he could afford 10 times as much. They have all the money, the Jews.
Herr Schultz? I think I have changed my mind. If you excuse me, Fräulein.
It's my pleasure.
What a weird... Okay, interesting reaction. I thought he would be like, yes, I know. Isn't it? It's so bad, isn't it? Like, he would agree with it. That's why he kept saying that he didn't want to know the cause, because he was scared it might be the Nazis. This just confirms Cliff's suspicions. See, here's the thing. If I was in his position, which easier said than done. It's very easy to say if you were in their position, but if I was in their position, I would like to know the party. If I had even the inklings of suspicion that one of my friends was part of a party that I think has very bad ideals, you know, at this point, people don't have the visceral reaction we do against Nazis because, you know, it's just another party with some pretty negative ideals. I would like to at least know, you know?
Fräulein Schneider, I must speak to you. With all sincerity, you and I are old acquaintances. I've sent you many new lodgers, so let me urge you, think what you are doing.
Oh, did he not know that he was Jewish before this? I guess, how would he know, actually, now that I say that? How would he know that he was Jewish? But now that he does is why he has to talk with her.
This marriage is not advisable. I cannot put it too strongly for your own welfare.
What about Herr Schultz's welfare?
He is not a German.
He was born here.
He's not a German. Good evening. Sorry, Clifford. Good night.
Ludwig, wait, you're not leaving so early.
I do not find the party amusing.
Oh, but it is only just beginning. Come, we will make it amusing, huh? You and I, yeah?
The vibes are bad.
Ladies and gentlemen, wait. Herr Ludwig, this is for you. The sun on the meadow is summery warm.
Listen, he should not be here at all, alright?
The stag in the forest runs free, but gather together to greet the storm.
Okay.
Tomorrow belongs to me. The branch of the linden is leafy and green. The Rhine gives its gold to...
Is this the song that was playing on the record player before? I only say that because it says belong to me and I don't remember the rest of the lyrics.
But somewhere a glory awaits unseen. Tomorrow belongs to me. Hey, Ludwig, sing with me. The babe in his grave
the vibes are so bad here. Mostly because there's a Nazi involved, but in general, there's something icky here, which probably explains why certain people aren't singing at all, or the characters we're supposed to like. Yeah, see, they're like concerned. Was this like a song that was popular with the Nazi party? Yeah, see, and he's drunk, but he's clearly like, oh, okay. This song originated from Cabaret. I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out what's going on. The fact that she ruined the party and made it all the Nazis sing a song in a Jews engagement party that's it. It's crazy. I did not expect that. Song always creeps me out. I mean, in the context, yeah, it's very disturbing. Especially, I think I actually got a little bit of goosebumps. Just the fact that a Nazi saying tomorrow belongs to me, considering we know what's going to happen next. I was about to say, at least you had the Cabaret to lift the mood a little bit, but considering how the previous song ended, I'm a little worried. They're very impressive dancers, though. It's really good. It's him! The reason I'm kind of nervous is the slight military vibes to this song. Well, not slight anymore. The Nazi party has infiltrated the Cabaret. Hey, Ludwig.
Oh, Fräulein Schneider. Good morning.
Good morning, Herr Schulz.
New apples. Fresh from the tree. Delicious. Please?
Perhaps later.
About the party last evening, I'm afraid I do not remember it too well.
Oh, you don't remember the Nazi stuff? I'd say for the best, but it's not.
Was I that inebriated? Can you ever forgive me?
For what? A few glasses of schnapps?
I promise you no more drinking. On our wedding day, you will be proud of me.
I'm already proud of you. But as far as the wedding is concerned...
Yes?
There is a problem. A new problem.
A new problem?
New to me, because I had not thought about it. But last night at the party, my eyes were opened.
And?
I saw that one can no longer dismiss the Nazis. They are my friends and neighbors, and how many others are there?
Of course, many. And many are communists and socialists and social democrats.
See, and that's the issue. For people didn't think of the Nazi Party as anything but another party for a very long time. It's the reason we don't call them the Nazi parties anymore. We just call them Nazis. Also, if I had like 1,000 subscribers and could try to monetize this video would be so dismonetized because of what I'm saying, because I've said the word so many times. And you know, for a very long time, people didn't realize the extent of the situation.
So what is it? You want to wait till the next election and then decide?
But if the Nazis come to power?
You'll be married to a Jew. But also a German as much as anyone.
I need a license to let my rooms. If they take that away...
They would take nothing away. And Fräulein Schneider, it's not always a good thing to settle for the lowest apple on the tree, the one easiest to reach. Climb up a little way, it is worth it. Up there, the apples are so much more delicious.
And if I fall?
I will catch you. I promise.
It's such a intimate, beautiful moment, but the problem is he doesn't realize how bad it's gonna be. I don't think anyone could have realized how bad it's gonna be besides the people at the top.
I feel such tenderness for you. It's difficult to express. Are we too old for words like love?
Far too old. I am no Juliet, you are no Romeo. We must be sensible.
Then live alone. How many meals have you eaten alone? 1,000? 5,000?
20,000.
Then be sensible. I mean, governments come, governments go. How much longer can we wait? Here.
I mean, in that way, it is nice that they're old.
Need an orange.
I will do it.
And the old despair that was often there suddenly ceases to be. For you wake one day, look around and say,
She's dressed in a nice little white suit. I had a white suit for a while. I don't know what happened to it, to be honest with you.
Body wonderful marriage.
Oh, that hurt me like on an emotional level so deeply. Oh, they threw a brick through the window. At some point, Nazis were kind of mocked, if I'm not wrong. No one took them seriously or as a threat until it was late. That's the issue with a lot of extreme parties. People on the more moderate sides are like, there's no way people will side with such an extreme view. And then they do. And they're like, wait, we didn't do anything to prevent this because we didn't think it would happen. That's why you have to work to prevent things even before they begin to happen.
It's nothing. It's children on their way to school. Mischievous children, nothing more, I assure you.
Check
Just
the brick.
Children, young, full of mischief. You understand?
Check the brick. It almost certainly has a message. Or not. Whoa! A monkey.
I know what you're thinking. You wonder why I chose her. Out of all the ladies in the world.
I'm more concerned why is she an animal. Hey Rory, welcome. Yeah, you missed a lot. We're getting to the part where I think where things get very sad.
That's just the first impression. What good's the first impression? If you knew her like I do. it would change your point of view.
I mean, most people are more than what they appear to be, so.
If you could see her through my eyes, you wouldn't wonder at all.
So you say.
If you could see her through my eyes, I guarantee you would fall like I did when we're in public together. I hear society moan, but if they could see her through my eyes, maybe they'd leave us alone.
Okay, this is like a metaphor for the other two being together, where one's Jewish and the other's German. Well, they're both German, but as far as everyone's concerned, it's a German and a Jewish person together. And how this is how people see. Well, this is how the Nazis see Ludwig, as an animal.
How can I speak of her virtues? I don't know where to begin. She's clever, she's smart, she reads music. She doesn't smoke or drink gin like I do. Yet when they're walking together, they sneer if I'm holding her hand. But if they could see her through my eyes, maybe they'd all understand.
It is an interesting idea to put us in the perspective of the Nazis, where we're seeing them like the Nazis do, which is, whew, what a bold thing to do with your audience. Hi.
Meine Damen und Herren, Mesdames et Messieurs, ladies.
The issue, of course, is that people, they aren't gonna see her through his eyes. They don't want to.
And gentlemen, is it a crime to fall in love? Can we ever tell where the heart truly leads us? All we are asking is ein bisschen Verständnis, a little understanding. Why can't the world leben und leben lassen? Live and let live. I understand your objection. I grant you the problem's not small. But if you could see her through my
eyes. This is very unfortunate. I expected her to just drop dead suddenly, like she got like sniper shot in the head.
She wouldn't look Jewish at all.
There we go.
She wouldn't look Jewish at all.
And then you get to the part you say the quiet part out loud. I like this song a lot, since the whole point of the show is to show us that if we lived back then maybe we wouldn't be the good guys, quote unquote. This number makes you laugh, since at first you only see a funny gorilla, but the line "she wouldn't seem Jewish at all" drops like a bomb and reveals the audience the laughing and mocking representation of the Jewish people. Yeah, I figured that out like instantly. I was like, oh, okay. But ooh, I feel like if I hadn't realized that, I probably would have would have blown my mind, I imagine. But it's a really well set up situation. Where suddenly all the goofy things is like, bro, this guy wants to marry an animal? What a weirdo, a freak. Well, no. It's a Jewish person. You just are seeing them like the Nazis did. Cabaret! I'm still messing it up. Cabaret! What a goofy song to put after such a dark moment.
Did you get a job?
I'll try again tomorrow.
And you'll find something, I'm sure of it.
Also, she's dressed as a flapper now. Is that their way of indicating time, the passage of time?
President of a bank?
They're closed. For good.
I have the most marvelous news. Guess who came to visit me today? Bobby and Victor. They say business at the club is way off since I left. So who's making a triumphant return immediately? Isn't that heaven?
Yeah, heaven.
Oh, think of the money, Cliff. We need it so badly.
Not that badly.
I mean, kind of that badly.
I understand you, I really don't. First you tell me you're not going to Paris for Ernst anymore, even though it does seem the very easiest way in the world to make money.
Or the hardest. One of these days I've got to sit you down and read you a newspaper. You'll be amazed at what's going on out there.
Oh, you mean politics? What has that got to do with us?
Oh yeah, right, it's got nothing to do with us. Sally, don't you...
To be fair, in a lot of cases, that's a pretty reasonable position to have. In general, a lot of the big politics don't affect the average person. The problem is when they do. which is in a very uncomfortable situation where even if you don't want to care about politics, and I really, really don't, sometimes you have to keep an ear out. Just, I don't know, for when people are doing some kind of crazy things, and you should probably do a little support against or for, you know?
Understand, if you're not against all this, you're for it. Or you might as well be. Come in.
I intrude?
Oh, no, come in, Fräulein Schneider.
Oh, hi,
Is that the fruit bowl?
Schneider.
Is something wrong with it?
I cannot keep it.
But why?
An engagement present, but there is no engagement.
What do you mean?
We have reconsidered, Herr Schultz and I.
Fräulein, you can't give up in that way.
Well, yes, I can. It's easy for you. Easy to say, fight. And if you fail, what does it matter? You pack up your belongings, you go to Paris. And if you do not like Paris, where? It's easy for you.
Yeah, you're American. Just leave. Just... You could just go home. There's no big consequence. This is all she's ever known. And she'd be risking it all.
But if you were me, with time rushing by, what would you do? With the clock running down, what would you do?
I mean, I feel like if I had less time, like I'm gonna die of old age in like, what, 10, 20 years? Then yeah, I would risk it, because the worst thing that happens is I die a little earlier.
The young always have the cure, being brave, being sure, and free. But imagine if you were me.
But as I keep saying, it's easier said than done to have that mentality. I am young. Maybe if I was that age, I would think like her. I don't know.
Alone, like me, and this is the only world I know. Some rooms to let, the sum of a lifetime, even so. I'll take your advice. What would you do?
What would you do?
Would you pay the price? What would you do? Suppose simply keeping still means you manage until the end.
All right, there you go. The floor is open. You wanted to give her advice. She's all ears. What under these circumstances, what would you do?
What would you do, my brave young friend? Grown old like me, with neither the will nor wish to run. Grown tired like me, who hurries to bed when day is done. Grown wise like me, who isn't at war with anyone. Not anyone.
And also for her, now she's realizing, oh wow, the politics are kind of serious, huh? I hope she's realizing.
With a storm in the wind, what would you do?
What would you do?
Suppose you're one frightened voice being told what the choice must be. Go on, tell me. I will listen. What would you do if you were me?
And we go back to what I was saying before. Like, yeah, it's easy to say, you know, that with so little time, you might as well make the most of it, you know, of your old age. But again, 10, 20 years, that's not a little bit of time. That's a long, still a good number of years. And that's assuming that she's like 60, which is already like the average lifespan, I'm pretty sure. Was it 70? It's around there. So, but no one wants to die, and no one wants to suffer the consequences of not dying, which could be worse. So,
Fräulein, if you marry Herr Schultz, whatever happens, you'll have each other.
All my life I've managed by myself. It's too old a habit to change. I battled alone, and I survived. There was a war, and I survived. There was a revolution, and I survived. There was an
got through the First World War, right? That was pretty recent for them.
inflation, billions of marks for one loaf of bread, yet I survived. And if the Nazis come, I will survive. And if the communists come, I will still be here letting my rooms, for in the end, what other choice have I? Huh? This is my world. I regret very much returning the fruit bowl. It is truly magnificent.
Yeah.
I regret, everything.
But that's life.
Cliff, should I speak to her?
What would you say?
Oh, that it will all work itself out.
I don't think she'd believe you.
Seems nobody believes me today.
I mean, the situation is really bad.
Did it ever occur to you that I just might be a tremendous asset to that club? The fact is, they're waiting there, this very minute, to rehearse my numbers. So I really must go.
The fact is, you're going a lot further than the Kit Kat Club.
I am?
You're going home. My home. America.
You're joking.
I'm gonna sell this. Should get us as far as Paris, and I can cable home for the steamship fare.
What are you talking about?
Leaving Berlin as soon as possible, tomorrow.
Oh, we love it here.
Sally, wake up! The party in Berlin is over. It was a lot of fun, but it's over. And it's gonna get a lot worse.
That's true. I mean, it's very unfortunate, but this, if they do leave now, this is the happy ending. If they leave now,
So how can we stay here? How can we raise a family?
But is America the answer? Running away to America?
We're not running away. There's nowhere to run to. We're going home.
Oh, certainly, that's fine for you.
I mean, this is not her home.
What about me? My career?
I've got a new career.
But I can work at the club for several months at least, and then in November... Oh, Cliff, I want the world for our baby. All the most elegant, expensive things.
We'll talk about it tomorrow on the train.
Cliff, wait! We can't just uproot our lives that quickly.
Oh, no? You give me 1 hour. Sit down and don't move. Or better still, start packing. There's plenty to do. Here, call the club. Tell them goodbye.
I mean, you're kind of... I don't think she's going to really agree with you here. Because I think if you want this to happen, you have to genuinely impress upon her how serious the situation is. Bring out the newspapers that, like you've said before, read them to her. It'll at least be a first step. Be like, look at what we're dealing with. Look at why she is not getting married to the love of her life. It's because of the Nazis, and it's only gonna get worse. But even still, it is a massive ask, right? It's such a huge ask. To be fair to Sally, we have the benefit of hindsight. We know how bad it's going to be. Even Cliff doesn't really know how bad it's going to be. He thinks it's going to be like a dystopia, kind of, which it is, but it's not just that. It's an actual meat grinder. And yeah, they're not Jewish, so they won't get the worst of it. But still, you know? She's gonna head back to the club. True, Cliff is bisexual, and he will get killed for that as well. That right? It's not just the Jewish people; it's pretty much every minority. So you can see why Cliff would care a lot about this as well. Sally would be fine, except for the fact that she is in a relationship with Cliff. That would get in the way of things a lot. So she might not be fine either. Theoretically, if they separate, she'll be fine. But that's a lot of suffering when they could avoid it by escaping. Hopefully.
Hearts grow hard on a windy street. Lips grow cold, whisperings to meet. So don't care very much.
I guess it is kind of the thesis of the musical. You don't care. I don't care. How much can you not care before it becomes your and everyone else's problem?
I don't care much. Go or stay.
Yeah, she's back doing her job.
What the hell do you think you're doing here?
May I speak for a moment?
Get your coat, I'm taking you home.
America, you mean? To live on your mummy's charity?
I'll get a job.
The stock market?
I'll think of something.
Well, maybe, but this is sure.
This? What the hell is this? You keep talking about this as if it really existed. When are you going to admit the only way you got this job, any job, is by sleeping with someone?
Shut up!
All this talk about your career. My God, for once in your life, face the truth about yourself.
Maybe I will.
Cliff, if you want to convince her to go with you, that is the worst possible argument you could have used. My goodness. Oh my goodness. This kind of shows the state of Germany. Go or stay, it's already done. There's nothing they can do to change this outcome, yeah.
And now don't you think it's your turn?
Warning spear. I don't care.
Sally!
No.
Clifford! Will you join me for a drink?
Oh, not just now, Ernst.
I've been trying to reach you at Fräulein Schneider's. I have another urgent errand for you.
Sorry.
This time I've...
The answer is no.
Oh, I've been wrong. Clifford, you are angry with me.
Am I?
It is because of politics. If you
Yes, it is because of politics.
were German, you would understand these things.
Goodbye, Ernst.
No, wait. It is very important, this errand. I pay 200 marks.
Go to hell.
But this is most upsetting. I'm your close friend, Clifford.
Yeah, you're somebody abusing their friendship to get for political gain. And fun, not so fun fact is that the homosexuals who were in the work camps weren't able to roam around free after the war, but were sent to hospitals, prisons, and asylums because they were sick in their mind. It just doesn't end. It never really ends. It's so horrible. That is a horrible fact to give me and curse me with Cast a Cat. Thank you, though.
So fond of you.
Take your hands off.
I know you need the money, so why won't you go? It is because of that Jew at the party.
They punched him, and now he's getting... Oh, gosh, he's gonna be... Well, that's him getting thrown out of the cabaret. You can't start a fight, man.
Thank you very much. Beautiful. And now, meine Damen und Herren, Mesdames et Messieurs, ladies and gentlemen, the Kit Kat Club is so happy to welcome back once again Fräulein Sally Bowles. Here!
Hi, Sally. Oh, man. It's probably gonna be a good song, but I'm so sad. Hi.
What good is sitting alone in your room? Come hear the music play. Life is a cabaret, oh chum. Come to the cabaret. Put down the knitting, the book and the broom. Time for a holiday.
The cabaret?
Life is a cabaret.
Come to the cabaret.
Come taste the wine. Come hear the band. Come blow a horn. Start celebrating. Right this way, your table's waiting. No use permitting some prophet of doom.
I do see why she's the most popular. Also, she is letting out all her anger here.
Wipe every smile away. Life is a cabaret. Oh, come to the cabaret. I used to have a girlfriend known as Elsie, with whom I shared 4 sordid rooms in Chelsea. She wasn't what you'd call a blushing flower. As a matter of fact, she rented by the hour.
Okay.
The day she died, the neighbors came to snicker.
They did?
Well, that's what comes of too much pills and liquor. But
I mean, I'm sure she died. She would have died anyway, but all right.
when I saw her laid out like a queen, she was the happiest corpse I'd ever seen.
So live hard, die fast is what you're saying?
I think of Elsie to this very day.
Okay.
I remember how she turned to me and said,
Okay, so it's not just me. Thank you for pointing that out. The makeup is so good, it makes her expressions more exaggerated and creepy. She looks almost clown-like. There was something off about her face, and I didn't know how to put it into words, so I didn't say anything. So the makeup is like exaggerating it. All right, thank you.
what good is sitting alone in your room? Come here, the music play. Life is a cabaret, old chum. Come to the cabaret. Put down the knitting, the book and the broom. Time for a holiday. Life is a cabaret, old chum. Come to the cabaret. And as for me,
Yeah?
as for me,
As for you.
I made my mind up back in Chelsea. When I go, I'm going like Elsie. Start by admitting from cradle to tomb.
Oh. Oh, that's sad. Okay. That's essentially the confirmation. She just wants to have fun. Not a long life. In the series ship, I don't know how to pronounce that. They have a Sally like character in season 2 because the whole series is a reference to musicals. That's cool. He's a cabaret old chum. She's so angry. She okay? What was that? The spaz at the end. Is that a... What I like about this performance is that it's not meant to be beautiful. It's Sally having a breakdown in stage. I mean, yeah, very clearly.
Oh, Herr Schultz.
Oh, excuse me, but I've come to say goodbye. Oh, your eyes.
Oh, it's nothing, a little accident. Where are you going?
Well, I've taken a room on the other side of the Nodendorfplatz. I think it will be easier for her. You are leaving also, you and Fräulein Bowles?
Yeah, we're going home to America.
America? I've sometimes thought of going there.
Why don't you? The way things look here.
Oh, it will pass, I promise you.
That's the thing people believe. It'll pass.
I hope you're right.
Well, I know I'm right because I understand the Germans. After all, what am I? A German. Oh, Fräulein Sally, I've come to say goodbye. All good fortune.
Herr Schultz.
And I brought you a little farewell gift. Italian oranges. Delicious.
Ah, the oranges.
Goodbye, Herr Schultz. I wish you mazel.
Oh, mazel. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, that is what we all need.
Oh, it's just sad.
I've been packing for you. You won't be able to find a thing. We leave today for Paris, remember?
With that face?
Oh, I got into a little fight last night. Didn't you hear about it? Should have seen the other 3 guys. Not a mark on them.
Yeah, I was about to say they got away with unharmed.
It's about time to go for the train. I've got the tickets.
The fact is...
Don't say it! Whatever it is. Let's just forget the last 12 hours, okay? Forget what I said to you at the Kit Kat Club. Forget that you've gotten even with me staying out all night. Okay? You're so cool.
You know what I'd love? A spot of gin.
Oh, you guys don't have gin.
We've got some, haven't we? I mean, I think one must.
At this time in the morning? How about a prairie oyster?
Gin.
Can't be good for expectant mothers. Where's your coat, your fur coat? Did you leave it at the club?
I left it at the doctor's office.
Were you sick last night? Is that why you didn't come home?
No!
Oh, darling. You're such an innocent granny. My one regret is I honestly believe you would have been a wonderful father. And perhaps someday you will be.
Oh yes, and I have another regret. That greedy doctor. I'm gonna miss my fur coat.
They don't even have to say it. He knows what happened. And not a single happy ending, huh? The damn Nazis. It's all their fault. It always is.
Isn't it funny? It always ends this way. Even when I do finally love someone terribly. For the first time. But it's still not quite enough. I'd spoil it, Cliff. I'd run away with the first exciting thing that came along. Or you would.
That's not true! I'd never have left you for any reason, not if there was a baby!
To hold us together, you mean? Oh, Cliff, what a terrible burden for an infant, don't you think?
That's what I'm saying. Oh no. If there was a baby, you wouldn't have left, but if there wasn't, would you?
It's about time to go for the train. Ah. Sally, I could go tomorrow. Or the next day. Here's your ticket to Paris.
Please, Sally. Also, the cigarettes do look odd. I think they might not actually be real cigarettes.
Sally, if for any reason you do decide to use it, you can contact me at the American Express Club. I'll be there till Friday.
The truth is, Cliff, I've always rather hated Paris.
Oh, Sally. Goodbye.
Cliff! Dedicate your book to me.
Bro! Bro! The thing is that even Paris gets overtaken by the Nazis a few years later, so it doesn't really matter going. But yeah, but he is going to the U.S. Assumedly.
Letzte Ansage. Berlin-Paris Express. Abfahrt 4 Uhr. Bahnsteig 17. Alle einsteigen bitte. Letzte Ansage.
Deutsche Grenzkontrolle, Ihrer Pass bitte! I hope you have enjoyed your stay in Germany, Mr. Breitschaw. And you will return again soon.
It's not very likely.
You did not find
He did not.
that country beautiful.
It was beautiful. Don't get him wrong.
Yeah, I found it beautiful.
A good journey, sir.
Yeah, it's like, let's not talk about it. And the U.S. gets involved in war, so Cliff isn't really safe. You're right. He is young enough that he probably would get drafted. But still, at least if you're drafted, there's potential success and potential that you get through the war alive. Not a whole lot, to be honest, considering it's World War II. But there are worse situations. You can literally be in one of their camps.
There was a cabaret, and there was a master of ceremonies, and there was a city called Berlin in a country called Germany, and it was the end of the world.
It certainly would feel like it. This book is gonna be good. You could tell.
And I was dancing with Sally Bowles, and we were both fast asleep.
But you had to wake up.
Willkommen, bienvenue, welcome. Fremder, étranger, stranger.
Glücklich zu sehen, je suis enchanté.
And we're back to the beginning, where he's singing behind him. But this time, Cliff is beat up, depressed. But the MC is still themselves, I guess.
Happy to see you. Bleibe, reste, stay. Willkommen, bienvenue.
Welcome.
Im Cabaret.
In Cabaret, on Cabaret.
Meine Damen und Herren, Mesdames et Messieurs, Ladies and Gentlemen. Where are your troubles now? Forgotten? I told you so.
You know what? You're right. With such a focus on the show, I imagine you can't think of any of your life problems right now because it's just like, damn, the Nazis.
We have no troubles. Here.
They never do.
Here. Life is beautiful.
Beautiful.
Girls
Beautiful.
are beautiful. Even the orchestra is beautiful.
Beautiful. Oh. Why are they behind? Oh. The orchestra is behind bars. What I love about the Cabaret is that I can understand French, German, and English, so I understand everything they say. That's fun. Hi. Hi.
Just children. Mischievous children on their way to school. You understand?
I understand. One does what one must.
It'll all work out. It's only politics. And what has that got to do with us?
Well, in case you didn't get it by this point, they're bashing you it over your head a little bit. People deny the reality of their situation. Not to get into politics, but people, even now, they still do that. They refuse to acknowledge that the other side is growing. It is getting popular. People like them. Because you think it can't be possible. But it is. And if you want to even begin to deal with that issue, you have to acknowledge it's real. Like, it's actually happening. Oops, sorry. It's the reality.
Glücklich
sensible. If the Nazis come, what other choice have I?
I know I'm right. After all, what am I? A German.
His reaction.
If you were a German, you would understand.
Oh.
Made my mind up back in Chelsea. When I go, I'm going like Elsie.
Just a montage of quotes that really, I mean, put it all, it wraps it all up, huh? The characters, the story. Man.
Cradle to tomb, isn't that long a stay? Life is a cabaret,
old chum. Life is a cabaret, old chum.
Life is a cabaret.
Like powered down. June. Hi. What are you wearing under there? Yeah. Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought he might have been wearing the Nazi thing, but no. No, it's worse. Multiple stars to indicate, you know, if you're a Jew and gay and all that stuff.
Auf Wiedersehen. À bientôt.
Goodbye. And that's the end. My goodness. I am... Wow. I'm very sad. That's history, you know, but... So the yellow star indicates that he's Jewish. The pink triangle indicates that he's homosexual. Yeah. It is... It's so sad, especially because we went through so much of the musical where everything was just kind of chill and happy and vibing. And in my mind, I'm like, when are things going to start to change? And then things change so fast, but also smoothly. Like, it naturally, like, it wasn't like a sharp, sudden, like, oh, wow, this is out of nowhere. It was oh, I see what's happening. And then the ball rolled so fast, which is honestly the way it is. When you start noticing it in real life, it's already too late, kind of, you know? And the red star is socialist / communist. All right. Because if it's seeing it in real life, that means there's enough people supporting it to see it in real life. It's kind of how it is. Man. That was just so sad. That made me so sad. I was holding out hope for quite a while that maybe Sally would decide to join him last minute on the train. You know, the classic, wait, I'm coming with you, or wait, don't go. You know, something like that. No, it didn't happen, though. That's sad. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the reaction. Sometimes I feel like I said less words than normal, but I hope you guys enjoyed that, and I hope I provided enough for you guys to enjoy it. Your headcanon has Sally ends up finishing her own life. Maybe. We'll see. I guess we won't see, actually. Damn. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'll see you guys around. And, tomorrow we're doing some indie reacts. Yay! What are we reacting to, actually? I don't know. If you want something to end on a fun note, watch the Shimadune parody. I might watch that on my own time, because the stream is ending. It's a short song. Is it called a kaput? Honestly, it seems like a show. We'll probably get a strike. To probably real with you. I'll check it out on my own. Even though I know it's short, I'll probably get a strike for it. They are vicious with these kind of things. And with that, I'll see you guys around. Bye! This is the outro song, doo-doo. This is the outro song, doo-doo. It feels kind of weird to sing an upbeat song after all of that, doo-doo. This is the outro song. This is the outro song. This is the outro song. This is the outro song, doo-doo. A-bye, 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 bye, bye. Bye, 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 bye. Oh, man. I'm not even, like, sad in the crying way. I'm, like, sad in the just, is a pit in my stomach way, where you know, that kind of sadness you can't really get rid of easily. It's just unfortunate.